Hello, and welcome back to another video. Before we begin this gaming pickups video, thank you to everyone last week who left a comment or sent me a message on social media in regards to what I said. I do have some other thoughts that maybe I'll touch upon in a future video, but yeah, I think I'm in a better place over the span of this week. Had some good news, which is good, and yeah, great. Anyway, moving on. Not a lot today. Bit of a shorter video. Just some stuff I've picked up, stuff I've been playing or trying out for the first time, or in some cases not for the first time. In fact, I've left one on the shelf, so too. Which is helpful. And a good start to a video. So, gaming pickups. We've had a fair number of Xbox 360 games. Well, I've had a fair number of Xbox 360 games I picked up over the last couple of weeks, including one I was waiting for like a month, which is great. But I'll start off with the Left 4 Dead Game of the Year edition. This has the survival mode, which is very cool. A lot of other bits and pieces. Yeah, this was about £18 in my local CEX, so I thought, why not? It's mine now. So yeah, pick this up. Very fun. Lot of cool. Lot of cool stuff in this particular game. And I've been playing a bit of Left 4 Dead 2 actually, so maybe I'll give this a go with the Survival Pack DLC. I'll get to you in a minute. Full Auto, a Sega racing game with car combat and most destructive racing game ever and unique unwreck feature, which God knows what that is. But yeah, looks like fun. 1 to 2 local, which is a bit weird. There's a few games like that. Oh, I did pick these two up as well. I'm not with it today. Some PS3 games. Yeah, here's the one I was waiting a month or so for. Bloodbath, which is a game I legitimately thought was cancelled. And having played it, I wish it was. Because it is trash. It is trash. It is awful. Yet, local player 1 to 6. Yeah, it's kind of a gladiatorial combat arena game. It's dreadful. It's dreadful. This was released in 2014, real tail end of the 360's lifespan, and it's not worth the money. It really isn't. It is absolute crap. Can't send it back because I bought it from Italy, but here we are. And I can't trade it at CEX because they apparently don't know what it is or that it exists. So here we are. That's stuck in my collection forever. I did pick up, however, so it's a bit of a weird year for me, as I've said to many people over the last couple of days. I'm hopefully getting Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, because it looks really good. And I'm getting Sonic Generations X Shadow. Or Sonic X Shadow Generations when that comes out in October. But I picked up this, which is an Xbox One, Xbox 360 version of Sonic Generations, because it's one of those rare games that can play on both. It can play on 360 or it can play on Xbox One. And I thought, that's a little too interesting as a Sonic fan not to own. It's one of the very few Xbox One games I have bought blanketly at all this year. So, yeah, interesting. Very cool. Quite interesting. Yeah, good. Good. Nice. Moving on to the other consoles of that generation. We have Facebreaker. Facebreaker KO Party. Now, I had the original Facebreaker on the 360, which was so broken it was unplayable. Like, you couldn't beat it. The AI was so ludicrously difficult that you couldn't actually beat the game. From what I understand, they've sort of fixed it with KO Party. Because honestly, that's just ridiculous. So yeah, quite happy to have that. Been a long time since I played Facebreaker, as I'm sure it has for a lot of people. Okay, part 3. Part 3. Part 3 of the Sadness trilogy by David Courage. Beyond Two Souls. With Elliot Page and Willem Dafoe. Yeah, it's shit. It's shit. It's creepy in ways that I can't even begin to describe. There's a lot of, like, from the story I've heard, David Courage I know his name's David Cage, but David Quage. David Quage went to Elliot Page and went, "Hey, I've got all these pictures of you from when you were 8. And it's like, what now? Yeah, I've been following you, you know, I've got all these. I want to make a game about you kind of aging through it. And it's like, okay, sure. Any creepy stuff? Yeah, there's a shower scene that will get leaked on the internet. And some weird other stuff that's just uncomfortable to look at, and it's trash. Some interesting gameplay in the form of having an imaginary friend who blows stuff up, but beyond that, no. Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriot, Tactical Espionage Action. Now, I'm not a Metal Gear fan, unless it's Metal Gear Rising, because Metal Gear Rising is hilarious. It's a lot of fun. However, I'm kind of going through a phase of collecting all of the old PS3 exclusives. I did pick up these 4 as well. Just God of War and the MotorStorm series. I'm actually very excited to play these after Noodle and Psyduck or Psychic Duck or whatever the hell his name was did a video on it. So quite happy to play those. Will do eventually, but we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it for that generation. I have had a very big PS5 month or two. I bought Worms. It's Worms. It was £2. Fuck it. Solid game. Not my preferred way to play Worms. I had Worms on the... Do I still have Worms? No, it's gone. Or I'm thinking of Earthworm Jim on the Mega Drive. Yeah, it's okay. It's Worms. I think Worms 2, Armageddon, and some of the later ones are a lot better. But yeah, it's fine. Wouldn't recommend it. We've done the PS3 stuff. Okay, PS2. Fair number of PS2 games, including one that's actually interesting. Picked up Brave, Search for Spirit Dancer. I have a soft spot for games about Native Americans. I think a big part of that is Turok, and I know that these aren't culturally sensitive, especially games like Brave, which is a bit... I don't know how Native Americans feel about this. However, yeah, I you know, it could be good. It could be good. It's a nice little 3D platformer. Looks interesting. Dynasty Warriors 5 with the Game Station stickers on it. I couldn't take them off. I miss Game Station. I like Dynasty Warriors to a degree, in that I like Cobra Warriors, so would like to get into the series more. Been debating on getting the Empire games. They look interesting. So yeah, plus it's Game Station, who I miss. Flat Out, which I think I have on Xbox, but I could be wrong. Yeah, kind of a destruction derby game. Looks okay. Don't judge me for this, please. Crazy Frog Racer. It was £1. In fact, it wasn't even £1. It was like 50p, and I thought, that's a horrifying part of my childhood that I will never be able to recapture. So I might as well play this game about a frog with a penis and its awful, awful, awful ringtones. Splashdown for the PS2 by Atari. I didn't realise this was Atari. Yeah, Atari. It's kind of like Wave Race, but it's totally unique in the world of PS2 racing game. It isn't. There are plenty of Wave Race clones out there, and hopefully this one will be good. Haven't actually got around to playing it. Speaking of which, the main PS2 game I have been looking for, Magic Penguin. Now, there was a game on the GameCube, which I now own, which I'm very happy with, called Amazing Island. There was a guy called Camobot who talked about this, and I thought, let's buy it. It seems interesting. It's basically an RPG like Pokemon, except you draw the Pokemon, which is cool. So if you want a giant phallus-looking Pokemon to defeat your enemies, by all means. I haven't actually played it because I don't have an American PS2 or a region-free PS2, even though I've now got three games to play that with, which is cool. I'm planning on getting a modded PS2 at some point, preferably like the one big fat ones because the slims suck. And yeah, with any luck, that'll be great. Come to you. Yeah, that's not it. I bought Flashback for the Mega Drive. I know this isn't a PlayStation game, but yeah, Flashback's fine. It's one of those cinematic platformers that Another World made quite so popular, and I'm nothing if not a sucker for Eric Chahi inspired stuff. So yeah, got Flashback. I would have got it on PS3, or PS5, but nah. Tactics Ogre. Tactics Ogre Reborn. Yeah, this is my copy from CEX. So I traded it in and then I bought it back. This is my actual copy. I haven't played it yet. It's very much on my radar to play because at the end of the day, I really liked Triangle Strategy. I really liked Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've been playing an awful lot of Fire Emblem. This year, I beat Triangle Strategy again. I've beaten it 4 times this year. Yeah, I did another playthrough for fun because I really like that game. It's extremely solid. So to have something similar, totally on board with. Looking forward to playing that. We'll get down to it, to the final PlayStation stuff. Finally, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Oh, how I have waited. Oh God, how long have I waited? I have waited 12 years. 12 years for a physical release of this game, and I know there was a physical release on the 360 back in the day, but it was America only. And I'm not wasting money on that when I could have bought this. PS5, PS3 version, and you know what? I can't wait to play this game again. I played it earlier this year when I did a huge buy-through of all the Xbox 360 stuff that I hadn't bought in the shop until it went under. And I played through Blood Dragon again, and you know what? It's very good. It's very good. It's very good. I'm really looking forward to playing that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. PS5 stuff. The 3 PS3 5 items, which is very cool. Nightmare Reaper. Limited run release. I couldn't get the Switch version because that was Super Rare Games, and it went like that. It was gone. Unlike limited run, they actually do limited quantities, but it was gone. And yeah, I've seen Civi 11 play this. It looks really fun. It looks, yeah. It's a procedurally generated shooter, which I don't tend to play because I hate them. I hate procedurally generated crap. It fucking annoys me. But I like the idea of having a knife that can make me fly, or a machine gun that fires shit. I think that's just, yeah, even the weapons are procedurally generated. So, yeah, seems really cool. Interesting idea of playing a woman basically in a hospital ground with her ass out shooting demons. Sounds good. Sounds great to me. By contrast, something slightly more kid-friendly, more family-friendly, certainly. Astrobot. Yeah, I did mention this last week. I haven't actually got around to playing it yet. I've been playing an awful lot of Left 4 Dead and Lord of the Rings Conquest and Overlord and a whole bunch of 360 games and a bit of a 360 kick because I kind of wore my time out with the PS5. But now got 3 games to play on the bloody thing. This looks amazing, though. This legitimately looks really fucking good. I'm not big on 3D platformers in general, but this game looks awesome. The state of play is tonight, so hopefully they'll announce a new Ratchet and Clank. Do it. Announce games we actually want to play, unlike fucking Concord. That would be great, Sony. Yes, please. But we'll see. I doubt we're going to get a new Ratchet and Clank. If we do, I owe someone £5. That being said, very excited for Astrobot. Very excited for... It's probably the third. It's the third. It's the third PS5 exclusive I own. On top of Ratchet and Clank and... No. It's Ratchet and Clank and Astrobot. Those are the only 2 I actually own. But my wife got me the controller. Lights don't move, unfortunately. I wish they would, but it's cool. I haven't actually opened this yet or charged it, but yeah. Very excited to actually play Astrobot with this thing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a few like multiplayer games locally that I could get for PS5 as well. That I've been kind of umming and ahhing about. Now I've got 2 controllers. So, yeah. Cool. Very good fun. That's it, guys. Bit of a shorter episode, I know, this week, but still kind of getting my head around things. Thank you again for everyone who left a comment on that last video, and hopefully I will see you next time. See you next week. See you next week. I will see you next week. No, hopefully about it. Bye.